on the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die
Not like
trying.
you.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Mjol's brought me nothing but safety.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord.
And some less
If I can
I already
interest you
said
in
Shada
one of our
doesn't owe me a
special
thing,
drinks,
so get off my back.
let me know. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim, always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelod.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelod. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes. What do you want? You have no business being in here.
Come to get Grelod ain't gonna like some stranger just Aventus. Before he word out on the street is that he went home to Windhelm, and people have heard strange chanting coming from his house. He's really doing it.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
This girl always like that.
Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors. If there's nothing else, I really must... Oh, did you need something?
Okay.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain respectable...
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
What's your stance on the war?
While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
What of Ulfric
With the
himself?
Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come.
What is the White Gold
Surely you're aware of the
Concordat?
Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
What do you do around here?
As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
What are the rumors of corrupting you
There are
mentioned?
those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Got to keep my eyes
You're
open.
trespassing here.
Damn
You'd better
dragons
clear
will
out.
swoop down at any time.
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
The Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies, rotting to death down in their rat way.
Get away from there, or else.
I'm telling you.
You're trespassing here.
No.
You'd better clear out.
Poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son.
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
Welcome to Miss... As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance. But speak your mind.
Recognize this?
Not here. Come with me. Stay close and the guards will leave you alone.
Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure I accidentally stole
do you
some
need?
necklaces.
Now I remember. You're that new member of
I suppose you're here to extort something from me? Is that it? Well,
You rebels
what
are
is it
doing
you
a fine
want?
job destroying yourselves. Soldiers running errands.
So, you're an Imperial spy. Interesting. I have no strong love for the Stormcloaks, but I can't say I'm all that fond of the Empire either. This war of yours makes it difficult for a resourceful woman to advance her interests. Perhaps we can find a way for both of us to prosper from this unfortunate discovery?
What if this letter was made public?
It would ruin me. I have a good thing going here. The Jarl benefits from my more creative arrangements as well, though it'd be impossible for her to admit that. Layla is a simple and traditional woman, which makes it easy to manipulate her, but impossible to regain her graces once offended. Look, perhaps we could come to some kind of agreement?
What kind of agreement did you
What
have
if
in
I
mind?
told you about a large shipment of gold and weapons?
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh no, I'm no fool. You'll learn what you need to know once we've come to an agreement.
And what about something for me right now?
Well, I suppose I'm not left much choice in the matter, am I? Very well. I trust a hefty purse of septums will suffice.
So how much are we
Enough
talking
to
about?
make a significant difference in the war.
Alright, it's a deal. Where can I find this
They're
shipment?
taking it by wagon to Windhelm. If you hurry, you'll catch them before they get far. It'll be a fairly slow-moving caravan. The shipment is quite heavy, and guarded by many men. Now, let's pretend we never had this discussion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey.
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery?
What has you preoccupied?
I can't remember. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Fascinating. Do go on.
Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field?
How about using calipers?
Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right?
Swallow. Easy. It's 9.
Of course! 9 is the most basic of magical principles. Oh, how stupid of me. That completely takes care of all your basic problems: magicka burn, dimensional collapse, and thermic drift. You've done it! Now if I can only remember what we were originally talking about.
You appear to need help getting organized.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments.
What did you
As
need
you can
me to
imagine,
get?
I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you.
Point the way and I'll get them.
Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help.
Where exactly am I going?
Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. I have to remember. Ward first, then summon.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
I take it you protect the Jarl?
Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall.
Tell me your thoughts on the war.
Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay.
What's the right
Everyone
way?
knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
No, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
What would I really?
Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained House of War has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection.
What sort of lies have Ulfric been
Ulfric only
spreading?
cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. All right, then.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers.
Only a dagger for the son of the Jarl.
If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative.
I'll get it
Thank
for
you.
you.
Do hurry, please.
You seem to dislike visitors in
Every
Riften.
day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst
So much
already?
talking!
We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now.
You and your brothers don't see eye to eye.
Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. Until next time.
What is it, Argonian? Well, if it isn't the Slayer of the Glenmorrow Witches, how can I assist you, my
Blessings of Mara. How may I help you, my son? May you return to her benevolence in safety.
What should aid to find
This
peace,
temple is
sir?
dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denyo Balu or Maramo.
All right, then.
Need something?
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
What should the eight divines do you
We are
serve?
devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods.
May I receive her blessings?
Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land?
Just tell me what
The
to
dawn
do.
surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Book of Love.
What is it you seek, my child?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Well, the hunters or something. In the old fort near Riftwood. Might consider joining up myself.
How can Talos bless you, my child.
What happened to your daughter?
I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead.
What can you tell me about Talos?
He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity.
Why all the hatred for
Talos
the
is
Empire?
part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. Talos preserve you.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company...
What is it, Argonian?
Can I help you? If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place.
What is
This heap
place?
of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? No. The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists. I don't know why I bothered.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Do you work here?
I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things.
Why do you hate Helga
It's not
so
just
much?
the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she's slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm. To rub her nose in it.
There must
Actually,
be a way.
there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do.
Sure, I'll help you.
Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths.
Watch what you're doing.
Yours.
On his side.
Stay out of trouble, lizard.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you?
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in.
Okay.
The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim.
A Nero says there's a shipment of coin traveling the Windhelm.
Excellent work. I knew you'd bring back something useful. It just so happens I've got some scouts along the road. Meet up with them and together see if you can't overpower the caravan. Many of my countrymen joined the rebels. They can't see the big picture. Skyrim needs the Empire as much.
Alright, let's go. Alright. Yeah, dragons are getting pretty easy now. Alright.